Hey everyone, Josh here from Sprout Philippines and Yabong Pilipinas in partnership with Omaha Garden. Welcome back to Soil Smart, gardening from the ground up. Today, we are talking about something a lot of gardeners have heard about, but not everyone fully understands: soil pH. It sounds like a little scientific, but once you get the hang of it, it's one of the most useful tools for troubleshooting your garden. What exactly is soil pH? Soil pH is basically a measure of how acidic or alkaline your soil is. And we measure it on a scale from 0 to 14. If it is below 7, the soil is acidic. If it is around 7, that is neutral. And if it is above 7, it's alkaline. Most garden plants feel happiest in the 6 to 7 range. But of course, there are divas like blueberries and azaleas that say, nope, make it more acidic for me. So different plants have different pH requirements. Now, why does pH even matter? The answer is because it controls nutrient availability. Pure soil can be full of nutrients, but if the pH is off, your plants can't absorb them. It's like the nutrients are locked behind a door that they cannot open. So we have this pH scale, and I will just flash it here so that you can also see which elements are absent in certain pH. You can pause this video and look at it. In Omaha, soils naturally lean toward the slightly alkaline side, usually around 7.5 to 8. And that's mostly because the parent material, the things like rust and old glacial deposits, contain minerals that naturally push the pH upward. And you don't get a ton of rainfall, so the soil doesn't get rinsed or leach the way wetter regions do. So sometimes plants struggle not because the soil is poor, but because the nutrients are there, they're just stuck in forms that plants cannot use. Now let us look at how pH affects nutrient availability. Let's break this down in a simple gardener-friendly way. When the soil is acidic, phosphorus becomes harder for plants to use. Meanwhile, micronutrients like iron and manganese become extra available, sometimes too available, which can actually harm certain plants. Now, when the soil is too alkaline, iron, zinc, and manganese become less available. This often shows up as yellow leaves with green veins, that classic iron deficiency look you see in alkaline soils. And yes, even phosphorus can become harder to access in alkaline conditions. So pH doesn't just change the soil, it changes what your plants can see and absorb. Now let's go to how to test your soil pH. Good news! Checking your soil pH is super easy. You've got 3 go-to options. First are the home test kits. These are cheap and you can find them anywhere, and they are really simple. You just need to mix the soil with the solution and match the color. Another one, which is actually my favorite, are digital pH meters. They're more accurate and convenient, but you do have to calibrate them now and then. And lastly, we have the professional testing. Most of the time, your local extension service or a soil laboratory can give you highly accurate results, plus recommendations for fertilizers and amendments. Whichever method you choose, testing, even once, can help you avoid a lot of guessing in the garden. Now, Here's the part everyone always asks. Can I change my soil pH? And the answer is yes, but it takes a lot of patience. Think of it as a slow and steady kind of project. If your soil is too acidic, the usual fix is lime, especially dolomitic lime, because it raises the pH gradually and adds helpful nutrients like calcium and magnesium. If your soil is too alkaline, you'll want to use elemental sulfur. Soil microbes break it down over time, gently lowering the pH. This is a really useful strategy in Omaha if you are growing acid-loving plants. Just remember, pH doesn't change overnight. It can take months, so small, consistent adjustments work way better than trying to force the soil into a new pH. Soil pH might seem like a tiny detail, but it influences almost everything your plants do, from nutrient uptake to overall health. So once you understand it, you'll see your soil work in a whole new way. In our next episode, we'll talk about soil organic matter. We'll break it down in a simple way so you know exactly how to feed your plants right. Until then, keep learning, keep experimenting, and let's keep growing from the ground up. This is Josh for Omaha Gardener in the series Soil Smart Gardening from the Ground Up. And remember, if you grow it, you know it. Thank you for listening.